complete all around.
Yeah, we played a good game. We got some big hits. Paul was really good and went right after him. Was really consistent, and the bullpen was strong enough to hold on. So it was good. Indy had a big hit. Cruzy had a big at bat there in the ninth to add on. But overall, good team win.
Safe to say Paul's looked much more efficient today than last outing.
Yeah, I think last outing it was almost just getting his feet underneath him. It looked like, even though he'd pitched in the big leagues before, and today it looked more like what we saw out of him last year. Execution of the fastball, being able to go back to it at times when he had to, I thought was really impressive.
That last strikeout, he was down 3-0 and he battled back and got the K to end his outing. So what did you think of that?
Yeah, that's what having that elite fastball that not a lot of guys have in the game, that you're able to go back that and get that at what was it, pitch 102, 103. That's what makes Paul Skenes special.
Outings like this is what you expect from an ace during a losing
Yeah,
streak, right?
when you're not playing well or things are going tough, that's what you expect to happen, and he stepped up and did it.
What do you think of Baraki coming in to close the door?
His big spot, I'm going to tell you, Kevin shocked me a little bit there. I did not see him hitting for Lau, and Baraki came in and did a really good job. Was able to execute pitches through the breaking balls. He's been sharp through, in the early going of the season.
What gives you guys confidence that Colin's going to break out of this funk and continue to deliver in the late?
Yeah, it's just got to be balls on the plate, and I'm not saying those balls were strikes, because I'm never going to say that. But it looks like he's just missing, and we gotta come back on the plate a little bit, because it looks like it's close. We got to stay away from the walk. I think that's the important thing, because you get a walk there, and then all of a sudden you give up a base hit, and DeLuca runs like a deer. So now we're putting ourselves in a situation where there's a runner in scoring position. We just got to get back on the plate.
Is he someone that you guys still expect to pitch in leverage spots, or is it maybe a situation where you try to get him something lower leverage to get right?
Yeah, I think right now we'll pitch to the leverage, and we'll pitch to what our matchups are. I think overall we're still trying to find our footing as a bullpen, throughout the first 7 games or 8 games.
You talked yesterday. I want to be more aggressive first time through the order. Did you see that today? You guys had a lot of hard hit balls first time through the order.
Yeah, I thought we were more aggressive. I thought we did a better job. You're talking two opening day starters throwing today, with Pepio throwing. And then I think, the question was asked yesterday about us being aggressive on the bases. It had to be situational. As soon as it got into a situation where we could move, we started to move again, and that helps us. That puts a ton of pressure on defenses by having to play defense while they're moving. And today, because of the game situation and then the player situation, we were able to get back to that a little bit.
I know you said you're still trying to figure things out in the bullpen, but is Dennis a guy we can expect to see in the ninth?
I don't think consistently in the ninth. I think you'll see him in high leverage situations. Today it just kind of matched up. We got Baraki, we got Holderman in the lane we wanted, and then we got Baraki at a situation near the top where we really liked him, and then Dennis was not that Dennis was the last man standing, but it was a situation where we liked him there. I think you may see him in high leverage situations in the 7th and the 8th, but you'll see him in high leverage situations.
Seems like Adam keeps coming up in big situations. He had 2 hits, another RBI today. He had the defensive plays down in Miami at the plate. Just kind of what have you thought about his performance?
Yeah, he had 2 really good defensive plays today. The ball that he fielded in the 8th going to his left was not an easy play, and he made it. I think the one thing that when we talked about bringing Frage back is, it's a slow heartbeat. We got some guys that in the early going are sped up a little bit offensively, and when you have a guy like that that's kind of been there, done that, he's got 8 years in the league, the slow heartbeat kind of helps a little bit.
Going forward, do you see Paul evolving as an elite pitcher, the kinds of things that he needs to do to raise the level of his game?
Yeah, he's going to be an elite pitcher. I think the one thing, to Hannah's point earlier, it's just efficiency. I think at times, he gets out of the zone. We got to make sure he gets back in the zone. He's one of those guys that has elite stuff that if it's in the zone, it's still not going to get hit. We just got to make sure that he stays in the zone.
I know you talked about it a little bit earlier, but how nice is it to see the execution at the plate in the last third of a game? Putting together good at bats and finally seeing some things fall.
Yeah, and that's the case. I think the inning that Indy got the base hit, the play that Walls made, and then the play that Caminero made at third, if the last play would have got made on the ball up the middle, I may just come upstairs, because those were elite plays, and that's what the Rays do. They play really good defense, but to your point, I think we had not gotten that ball to get in, whether it was the ball in Miami that was over the fence, the ball over the head, the ground balls, and today we snuck a ball through, which is important for us.
This team has been in Florida for a long time. How much are you guys looking forward to getting home?
Yeah, I think we're really getting home to see our fans. Opening day at home, off day tomorrow. Yeah, it feels like we've been in Florida a long time. So it's, and I live here. So, but yeah, I think it's going to be nice to get home in Pittsburgh, and I think we're looking forward to seeing our fans.